What's up guys, it's Alicia here, back again with another video on my channel. So this what if is a bit of a crazy what if, and although I'm sure it probably has already been done, I'm doing it now. So just to clarify, I am talking about the legendary Super Saiyan by the canon Broly's power that allowed Broly to evolve to keep up with Goku and Vegeta. So that's the one. Also, as normal before we begin, I'd like to say that this video is full entertainment, so if I get anything wrong, please leave a to the point comment below. Otherwise, let's get started. So what if begins with baby Kakarot flying to Earth, where he lands and is found by the kindly old Grandpa Gohan. Here is our story. As usual, Grandpa Gohan names Kakarot Son Goku, and at first Goku's quite disobedient until he hits his head and becomes a lot more sweet and helpful. Now, I'd just like to mention, there's two routes that could go with this, is that Goku would not be affected by the fall, or if he ever falls at all, and just straight up would kill Grandpa Gohan. And if you'd like to see and that's like a version that could quite easily happen, so if you'd like to see that version, comment down below and I'll get to that too. Now, as usual, Gohan trains Goku. However, he finds out that this small child is insanely powerful and difficult for someone as old as him to train. So after teaching his adopted son the basics of fighting, among other things, he takes Goku with him to Master Roshi. Now, Grandpa Gohan and Goku stay with Master Roshi for quite some time, although Master Roshi soon realizes that Goku far outstrips him and anyone else he's ever met. During his time at Master Roshi, Goku finds himself staring at the full moon and he transforms into an Ozaru. He causes much destruction. However, with the help of Master Roshi, Grandpa Gohan flies to a safe distance and together they manage to destroy his weak spot, his tail. When Goku wakes up, Master Roshi and Gohan decide to tell Goku about the problem with his tail and that he needs to remove it if it ever grows back. I feel like this is more apparent as Goku would have done like a lot more destruction in the small amount of times that happened, and so they would have just gone straight to the point to make sure it never happens again. So a couple of years after all this, Goku finds himself back in the jungle living with Gohan. Now one day, a girl called Bulma arrives and asks for their Dragon Ball. After some talking, they decide to give it to her, and wanting to explore the world for people as strong as him, Goku tags along with Bulma after a tearful goodbye with Grandpa Gohan. Now Goku and Bulma start their adventure, easily finding the Dragon Balls as well as picking up allies such as Oolong, Yamcha, Puar, as well as Ox King and Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi and Goku do meet as usual, although it is Goku who accidentally destroys Ox King's mountain, and while Chi-Chi still asks Goku to marry him, Goku has learned more about the world with Gohan and Roshi, knows what this means, and says he'll think about it, as he isn't really sure how to respond to something like that. Now, as usual, they run into the Pilaf gang. However, with Goku's fast, superior power, he's able to quickly defeat them, and none of the shenanigans that normally take place happen. Now, Bulma finally has the Dragon Balls. However, with Yamcha, she realizes she doesn't really need them, and so while they're deciding who will get the wish, Oolong summons Shenron and asks for panties. After this, Bulma and Yamcha head back to West City, and Goku continues his adventures, eventually finding out about the tournament, and he decides to enter, hoping he'll find someone as strong as him. Now when he does, Master Roshi and Krillin also enter, albeit Master Roshi is now under the disguise of Jackie Chan. Now, to Goku's disappointment, he wins quite easily, blitzing through all his opponents. Afterwards, he catches up with Master Roshi, who now getting to meet a young Krillin who's been training under Master Roshi for the last 9 months. They then go out to dinner, with Goku spending pretty much all of his prize money, and at first Krillin is a bit distant from Goku, and they don't have as much time to spend together, so they're not as close friends by the end of it. Now after this, Goku continues on his exploration of the world, running into the Red Ribbon Army, who he also defeats very easily. As well as this, he finds Korin's tower and flies up to the top, where he finds Korin, whom he catches quite easily. He then asks Korin where he can find someone that is potentially stronger than him, so Korin points up to where Kami lives, and then Goku thanks the cat and flies up. There he finds Mr. Popo, and after realizing how strong this child is, Popo quickly calls out Kami. Goku then asks Kami if he can fight him. Kami, being able to sense ki, knows that this child is far stronger than him, decides to offer to instead train him and teach him new techniques. Of course, Goku accepts, training every day, with the occasional visit to Grandpa Gohan. Now, after some time, Emperor Pilaf stumbles upon and releases the Great Demon King Piccolo. Now, before he can do much, Goku flies down to meet him, almost the moment the demon appears, and so he defeats him before anyone is hurt or dead. Now, at first, because he has the power to do so, he lets Piccolo live. However, I think the old Piccolo is a bit more like Frieza, and so he tries to kill Goku once his back is turned. Although this backfires, and like the original Piccolo, Piccolo dies from a hole in his chest. However, before he dies, he spits out an egg, that being Piccolo Jr. I'm just going to let this happen. It could go many ways. Obviously, Goku has easily enough power to fully vaporize Piccolo, but since we know this is something Piccolo could do, and I love Piccolo Jr., I'm just going to let him happen. Now skip to 3 years later, and Goku has trained under Kami for many years and enters in the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. There he quite easily makes it to the finals, and as usual, lets Piccolo Jr. live. Okay, that's where we'll end it for today. I'm sorry this took a year and a half longer to come out than usual. However, stuff happened, and I'm back, and I'll see how long I'm back for. Other than that, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and if you didn't like it, please comment down below and I'll try and improve. Until next time, bye guys!